Oh, see you there. Welcome. Today we have a new topic, a long topic, so we have a lot to cover. Yes, need to be hydrated. So, the topic of today is going to be about longevity. Something that we can all relate to. We are aging. This is something that we all know about. But before starting, I just want to put a disclaimer. I'm not a health professional by any means. All that I'm going to say is just my own opinion. I have so you are responsible for your own choice and decision and action you are going to make after hearing what I'm going to say. So uh, yes, so stay tuned because this is a big topic and I think there is information that you don't want to miss. So like the video, subscribe, comment if you think there is anything you relate to and so on. And with that being said, let's get started. So first of all, when we talk about longevity, okay, this is about us wanting to live as long as possible in a life, having a life that is enjoyable. And so, of course, there is a lot of things that we do already know what we need to do. One of them is water. We need to drink a lot of water, pay attention to our diet. We need to eat some kind of healthy. I'm not going to go deep into that, but you know what I mean. Eat less also. One of the rare things that has been proven to improve longevity is to eat less calories per day. And then exercise, of course, moving, acting uh, is really important. Something that you may not know, but your ability to maintain your muscle mass throughout your life is one of the main factors that will help you to just stay healthy and age well, basically, and prevent you from all the things that old people can die, like falling and so on. But more than that, it will maintain the integrity of your bone structure and help you to stay, basically young, at least inside. The skin is something else, but at least inside to stay young. Then after that, there is your everything that is going to be related to relaxation, because throughout our lives we accumulate tension, and some of them never get released. And so as we get older and older, those tension um, just pile up on one another and create dysfunctionment in your body, which will make you sick, basically. And so the ability to be able to relax through either relaxation exercise or meditation is one of the key things that I think a lot of people are missing when it comes to long-term health. So, and this comes to the last point of generality when it comes to longevity, which is the peace of mind. As I said, you have tension every day. Your life, you're experiencing things. You have emotional impact because of those things, and so the peace of mind that you have or not will generate. If you get some trouble in your life, you will have some tension, and so if the better you're able to have this peace of mind every day to be relaxed and so on, the better you will be able to release those tension. And this is not something that you can do all the time. Of course, there will be time where life gets in the way and life is tough, and we know it. So when you encounter those times, that's okay. But what you need to be aware of is after that, you need to spend time relaxing and releasing those tensions. This is crucial, crucial. But I don't want to spend too much time on those six main aspects of longevity, because for me they are more general and also not general actually, more specific and very targeted. And yes, one last point before I move on, because what I want to talk about today is more the general idea of longevity and what is going to make the big difference, the massive difference. And so one last thing I want to point out before moving on is, in my opinion, I think the tension we accumulate throughout life are the primary cause of cancer. Period. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't done any study to do that to verify what I'm saying. It's just my own intuition and experience that I have practicing meditation and relaxation and so on. I think if you are able to rigorously releasing those tension and reaching the maximum level of relaxation in your body periodically. So basically you are living your life, you accumulate some tension, then you release them all, and then you can move on to continue to live your life. If you're able to do that, in my opinion, I think you can avoid most of the cancer that people can have. It's just an opinion, an intuition, but I'm really confident about it. So, but that's the overview. I mean, okay, all those things kind of obvious, even though you didn't know is that. I mean, okay, relaxation help live a better life. Wow. But then there is this aspect of, even though we know all those things, even though people kind of know they need to eat a lot, drink a lot of water, eat well, do exercise, relax, eat less, and so on. Why? Because this is common knowledge. I mean, you don't. Everybody knows that. And the information is everywhere. So why people still find a way to fuck things up, to miss with their life, and just don't care about it? And I think this comes down to the fear of death. There is a lot of people that are denying or the fact that they are going to die. They are rejecting the idea. They don't want to think about it, and they will even rationalize this fear by saying and rationalize all the bad health habits that they have by saying, you know what, we all die someday. Yeah, we do, but I mean, the difference can be dying at 40 instead of 80. So what else do you have? uh, so I think there is really this point where in longevity you if people are not facing this fear that they have about death, that they are not being okay with the fact that they may die someday, I think they can just run from this and just take on bad habits, and I think this add up over time, that they are, because if you are not facing these deep issues that all as human being we are facing, if you run away from this thing, you will make an habit of running away from things, and this will have a ripple effect on everything in your life. So a good way to start living a long, healthy life is to start being proactive on facing your fear of death, basically. And I'm going to spoil you a little bit, because this also is about developing a will to live. So I want to talk about something that may help you in that respect. I really had trouble to find the data, but roughly speaking, life expectancy for the last 300 or 400 years approximately, because it's really difficult to find reliable data, but approximately double every century. So if we take in consideration that life expectancy is about 80 or even 70, let's say take the bottom way. So let's say in 2000 the life expectancy was 70. So if it doubled again in the year 2100, we will have an expectancy of a life expectancy of 140 years. I don't know for you, but me personally, I'm born in 1990. So in the year 2100, I will have 110 years. So basically, I will reach a point where actually the life expectancy will move faster than what I'm aging, because from the year 2100 to 2200, the life expectancy will jump from 140 to 280. So it will jump 140 years in 100 years, which is way more. So basically each year you're gaining, the life expectancy will gain on average 1.5 year. So basically, as I'm aging, after 101, 200, 2100, 2100, let's make it simple. After this point, the life expectancy will move faster than actually me aging. This is absolutely pure speculation. I have no proof to that, and the data are not really accurate. And even you can make a point that the life expectancy will start to go down, but I don't think so. I don't think so at all, because there is studies that are being done currently that are working on reversing aging, and we are in 2021. So we are, let's round it to 2020. We have 80 years to go before the end of this century, and they are making some satisfying progress. And if you don't believe me, go check out the video of Cold Fusion about reversing aging, where they are not at this point yet, but they have been able to control the biological clock of mouse in order to make them get older faster, because it was the easiest way to go. But they have started from a premise that there is a biological clock and we can control it. And so the easiest way to do that was to move it forward, and they successfully did that. So, and this is just one, because there is a lot of studies that are being done that we don't hear about, and so on. And the exponential growth of technology will make that health, that actually this is absolutely not insane to think that we may have reached a point where maybe we could not die. Basically, we could live as long as we wish. And this simple fact, this is not the truth, this is not sure, but that's, you cannot deny the probability that it will happen. We have reached a point where it's not deniable anymore. And so if you think about that, I think you will rethink the way you live your life. Because if we are able to live for as long as you want, are you going to exercise? Are you going to diet? To drink more water? To eat less? In order to first reach this point, and second of all, live healthy. I don't know, but I think that's worth it to see what is going on. And I mean, basically, I'm saying that you need to live healthy in order to see if you can live forever. Not necessarily forever, but for as long as you wish. And so if we see things like that, okay, so we have this idea that maybe technology will take care of our aging. Is it enough? Is it enough as the person wants? And this comes down to the will to live. Even though there is a lot of people that when they reach a certain age, they just say, I'm ready to die. I lived everything I wanted to live. So maybe this is just because as they're getting older, they get tired and so on. But we can't deny the fact that at some point, we may get bored of life. We may just not want to live much because life was good. The health part of it, I think, is almost taken care of. That's not a certainty, but I think that's a good enough probability. But on the other side, the will to live is something that no technology can help you with. Only you can do that. And so understanding why you don't want to live for as long as possible, why you're throwing away your health, thinking that, oh, you know what, I'm going to die someday. Yes, I'm just told you that maybe that might be not an issue. So maybe there is deeper issue. And for me, after the struggle I've been through and so on, I have developed this will to live. And for me, first I have my freedom that is on top of my list of value that I have. And second, just close second, this is my will to live. I think that's the most valuable thing I ever learned during my lifetime. And I will do everything to maintain it for as long as possible. And even if, okay, the technology don't advance as much as we'd like and so on, there is so much that we don't know yet about the body, how human body, how it works and so on, that maybe there is natural way to live extremely long life, maybe 200, 300 years. I know this is controversial because there is some biological clock that the scientific say that maybe not possible to live for more than I think 150 or 200 years. But if this biological is just prime to our way of living, I mean, if we discover a natural way to update this biological clock and reverse it without any help of technology, I mean, there is so much that we don't know yet and that are still to be discovered. And so, yeah, I think living a healthy life nowadays is worth it because we could be living for very, very long time. And so we are reaching this singularity point, this where a lot of things are going to change in terms of how we view relationships, having children, but also society. Because if we can live for as long as we want, nobody die, wow. How long is it gonna take for us to have too much people on Earth? And so there is something really important. That's why I wanted to stay tuned for that. Is even though those technology or knowledge about longevity, about how to live for as long as humanly possible, or going to be available. They will not be available for everybody. Period. They will be available. And what is the easiest way to make it not available for everybody? And to create some selection, I would say, of the human race. You guessed it, it's money. Money is going to be a huge part of the next generations. Not next generation, I mean during our lifetime we are going to see that. So it comes down to my other playlist about why you need to become a millionaire. And this is a fucking good point. Because if you don't have the money, you will not have access to those technology, if technology there is. So one good part of your ability to live for as long as you want and the life you want is going to be how much money you have. So putting the effort now, when you are young, or even at your midlife, to earn as much money as you possibly can, so then you can enjoy for as long as you probably will, not can, because. So yes. So this inflection point, really, we are facing the fear of death to develop a will to live. Because even though those technology are accessible, I mean, if you don't want to live, what's the point? So develop this will of living. This is the most important thing to do. And to do that, you need to learn about meditation, about relaxation, and so on, to release those deep issues that prevent you from actually living the life to your fullest of potential. And then it's about money. Yes. The game is going... The rule of the game are starting to change drastically. Before, there was a beginning and an end. Soon, it might be no end. If those are the requirements, I think that's fine. We can live with that. Because even though I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong, I think you will live a very happy life with a burning desire to live and enjoy life. Wow. What else do you ask for? But we need to accept and consider the fact that it could go beyond that. So, because I develop a really burning desire for living, I see a very bright future ahead. And I'm really excited about what is going to happen. But you need this will of living. Build this will to live. And this is the most important factor to your longevity. So thanks you for watching. Subscribe, like the video, and see you next time.